What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. I'm your host, Don Jaye. Today, I am joined by a returning guest. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Melanie Miranda.
Now, you are quite familiar with Red Pill so far, right?
Yes, very interesting, to say the least.
Okay. Today's video we are doing is why women aren't attracted to nice guys. What are your first thoughts when you think about that?
My first thoughts, here we go.
Why aren't women attracted to nice guys? If that statement is even true for you.
I don't think that is true. I think we are attracted to nice guys.
Okay.
I'm just really curious to what he has to say right now.
All right, let's jump into it.
Let's see.
What's up, fellas? Me again, here to talk about why women don't like nice guys. Now, guys, it's something you need to understand about women. And I know most of you guys out there are nice, because that's why the MGTOW movement is so big, and that's why so many guys are frustrated at Pookie and Ray Ray. But let me tell you something. It's a reason why women do not like nice guys. And it's a reason why you're having a hard time with women. Women are constantly looking for the high-value, pre-selected male. And every woman, at least every attractive woman, has ran and dated enough pre-selected guys to know how they act and to know how you act. Pre-selected guys are cocky, arrogant assholes. They don't open doors. They don't pull out chairs. They basically act like they don't give a shit. And because they have options. Listen, I was a bouncer.
Okay, before he goes into his story, what are your thoughts so far on an initial minute?
I mean, I gotta hear a little bit more, but I don't agree.
You don't? Okay, what part you don't agree with?
I mean, I just feel like he's already making assumptions for like everybody. Okay. And that's not fair.
Okay.
Let's just keep hearing.
Is back in the meatpacking district. And let me tell you, I've been in the club, working in the club when Justin Bieber was there, Diddy was there, Jay-Z, all these guys. And let me tell you something, they are arrogant as shit. And I'm talking about arrogant with females. They done had me get females out their section for whatever reason. They tell me to come get them out, I gotta get them out. It was my job. And let me tell you something, Diddy and these guys, they are arrogant as fuck. A female waitress that worked at the club touched Diddy on the shoulder to get him the check. And he turned around and he snapped and told her, "Don't touch me." Arrogant as fuck. Every bad bitch or every at least halfway decent chick done dated a guy like that had a lot of options and they know how they act. And you acting nice and talking to her on the phone and pulling out chairs and opening up doors, she knows you have no option. That's why you can't get nowhere with her. If she gets a hint that she's your only option or you're limited, guys, listen. From the minute you meet a woman, she's constantly trying to see how many women want you and value you. That's what she wants. She don't want you if nobody else wants you. She has no barometer but to know how you treat her. You're putting her on a pedestal. Listen, if you treat her like a celebrity, she's going to treat you like a fan. If you don't remember nothing else, remember that.
Okay. Now, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
I mean,
don't hold back.
I do understand where he's coming from. And I do feel like as women, we can do better in the sense of like not choosing those guys that he's talking about, right? But I think it's because we always want to change guys.
So
and
you like
and I think that's where we need to do better. Is like we need to realize like from the beginning, and I learned the hard way.
It is what it is.
That's who they are and they're not going to change. And I think that's where it's stemming from. I don't think we just we just love getting treated that way. But it's like, there's like, you know, the heart is in there, and it shows sometimes, and so it'll happen all the time. You know what I mean?
So then a pushback question.
Okay.
So why would you not do the same thing for the nice guys?
What do you mean?
Like you saying the bad guys, you want to change them and have like you see potential in them. Why would you not want to have that same energy for the nice guys and push them to be maybe bad guys or whatever you feel like they missing is what I'm asking.
Well, I mean, I don't think that like nice guys are just walking around all the time like he's making it seem that we're just like, oh, we don't want him. I think it's something rare.
Okay.
And so it just, I don't know, it takes the right timing and all of that. And I mean, obviously, if there is a nice guy and you're still picking the opposite, like that's different. But I think it's really hard to find that nice guy. They're not just walking around like the other guys are. So I mean, you don't have just in that space, like they're in that element of like not wanting to settle down and all of those things. So
you don't have guys. No, hold on. So do you have guys that are currently in the friend zone?
Do I have guys in the friend zone?
Yeah, currently in the friend zone.
I mean, I have male friends.
Okay.
I mean,
let me rephrase that question. Do you have guys that showed an interest to you, but you were like, I'm not really feeling you in that way, type of thing?
So that's the hard part, and which I really hate because I feel like if that does happen, it's like we can't even be friends at that point. And not even for me, it's on the other side, and I'm just like, why? Like, why does it have to ruin just because I'm not interested?
Okay.
I don't know. Not interested in that way. You know what I mean? Obviously, if we like are really vibing as friends and stuff, so like why can't we just keep that?
So now let me go back to the other question, which is with that guy that expressed that his love and feelings for you, why not take him and turn him into what you want instead of turning the other guy to what's, the stuff that you don't like?
I think it's not that easy because you really have to, just because someone is nice, you can't force that attraction, that click.
Okay.
You just can't force it. Like even someone could be so nice, but you can't force it.
Attraction, yeah.
I mean, and that goes both ways. Like for me too. Like if you're not attracted to me in that way, I could be so nice and do all of the things, and it's just not gonna be what that person needs.
Okay,
so,
got you.
I don't know.
Gotcha. No, I got it. All right.
You treat her like a celebrity, she's gonna treat you like a fan. You got to be the celebrity, and she got to be the fan. You got to really not give a shit. You guys getting on here with all these MGTOW and Ipmore videos crying and pining over women. Don't get mad at women because you nice and they don't want you. Be an arrogant asshole. Act like I don't give a fuck. You're not focused on your fucking purpose. That's what the fucking problem is. You sitting around, you're making fucking videos and hating this and hating that and hate this woman. You're not focused on your fucking purpose. Because if you was a man focused on your purpose, you'd be like, man, fuck that bitch. You ain't focused on your purpose. You're sitting playing video games all day and comment on Red Pill and fucking MGTOW videos all day instead of focusing on your purpose, instead of focusing on how can you better yourself.
That's facts.
Instead, you just crying on videos all day, and I'm sick of it. The shit ends here. If you're a nice guy, you nice because you have no options. If I was a woman, I wouldn't want your ass either. What the hell I want to give you some pussy for if you ain't getting none nowhere else? Nobody else wants you.
So hold on, that's a good point. So I think we actually talked about this.
Part?
The last part. I'm sorry.
What the hell I want you for?
So the last part was basically saying, if no one else wants you, why would I want you? So that's what I was about to ask you. If no one else wants someone, are you still the type of person to still be like, but I do want that person? Or is it something like, let me stay away from him?
If the attraction is there, obviously.
Okay.
But two, I think he's right. Everybody needs to be doing the work on themselves in
100%.
order to attract, right? Mm-hmm. And so I just feel like eventually when you get to that point, the nice guys are gonna attract. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, gotcha. So
like you can't just say, oh, I'm nice and so I deserve X, Y, and Z.
Gotcha.
It's like I'm nice, I've been doing the work on myself. Mm-hmm. You know.
No, go ahead. Try to explain. So basically you're saying the nice guy is gonna, if they're working on themselves, they're gonna get to a point to where you will want them. Is that?
I just feel like they are gonna win. You know what I mean? Like
in the end.
they are gonna win. You know?
In the end.
In the end, not in the end.
Finish last. Okay. Anyway.
No,
What?
I don't think they finish last. I just feel like it does require that right timing and that right attraction.
Gotcha.
To people to be ready. Like it's so much. I don't think it's as easy as
No, I know what you
some
mean.
people make it out to be.
It's because, like I said, well, this is, if I go into this will make it a much longer video, but that's why I'm gonna try to speed it up. I just think that throughout women's lives, they at the beginning of their lives, they have all the options. Boom. At the beginning of male lives, they have like basically none unless you're born like super duper attractive or whatever. So women has super duper options. They're gonna explore. Men have like no options. But as time goes on, when women start to have less and less options, and men start to have more and more options. And I think it reaches that point to where, boom, that you're talking about, where the guys have more options, or equally to the girls have options. And I think you're talking about that point.
We're finally clicking.
Gotcha. Let's get it.
We're getting somewhere.
What the hell I want you? What the hell I want you for? If I was a woman, I would rather fuck a guy that's fucking 20 other chicks than to fuck your lonely ass. And there's a man telling you that. You being too nice, she knows that. Every woman that has dated an arrogant man who has had options, she knows how he act. Any woman that could date me right now could tell you they know I got options. I basically act like I don't give a shit. But it's not her act, I don't. I just fucked a girl Saturday for the first time. We ain't talked since. We won't talk until she called me. She never called me, fine. She will call again. A week or 2 weeks, she will call again. You know why she gonna call again? Because she's dated enough guys to know how guys who don't have options, how they act. They call the next day, good morning, I really enjoyed your company yesterday. Fucking nice guy. Then she start flaking on you. Then you get on YouTube and you cry about black women do this and black women do that. But you fucking nice guy. You fucking ain't focused on your purpose. You fucking just worried about the sex instead of focusing on your purpose and doing what you're supposed to do. That's why I'm gonna start coming up with a goddamn club to come out against you fucking beta males that get on the internet and cry all day instead of coming up with solutions. I'm giving you solutions. You're not arrogant, you're not confident enough because you won't got nothing going for yourself, you're not focused on your purpose. If you was...
I got a question that I thought of. It's kind of off topic from the video, but you can make it very quick. When does it get to a point where a guy is too much focused on his purpose for you? So let's say me and you dating and I'm like always working, I barely have any time for you. Are you like, okay, yeah, he's working, he's doing his thing, so I'm gonna still kind of be there type of thing? Or is it like, I need you to make time for me type of thing?
It's so funny. I was just having this conversation. I think people make time for what they want to make time for.
Okay, gotcha.
And so even if it's like that 2 minutes of like you're eating your sandwich and like, hey, I'm just checking in. Like if you're not doing those things, like I'm just assuming that I'm not even like running through your mind.
Okay.
So gotcha. I feel like it's important. Like don't just completely act like you don't care. And that's kind of what I do agree with a lot of what he's saying, but I'm just scared that it's like you get to that point where you're just treating women like you don't care at all. And then I don't know. Because how are you going to develop anything like acting that way?
Okay. Gotcha. No, I get it. So you want a little bit of careness. You want a little bit of tenderness.
There's got to be something. Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to have a relationship, eventually there has to be some kind of give.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Because, I don't know. It's just not going to work.
Gotcha. No, I got you.
Focus on your purpose. If you was doing what you supposed to be doing, you wouldn't give a fuck about that bitch. Trust me. Now listen, I know I got advantages. I'm 6'4" and 225 pounds, and so I know I got a little advantages, but that has nothing to do with it. You can get on your purpose and focus on yourself. When you go out to date with a girl, don't compliment that bitch. You give her
real quick. I almost forgot my question. But I remember now. If a guy, when does it get to a point to where a guy is too complimentary or too like over the top, like too nice, quote unquote? Like, oh my God, hey, good morning, beautiful. How you doing today? Blah, 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 blah. I hope you have an amazing, wonderful day. When you see, pushes the chair out, do all the, all that stuff. But to the next level type of thing. Is that like over intoxicating for you? Like,
I think there's a difference between them doing it in a genuine sense and a desperate sense.
Okay, talk to them.
You could just tell in the vibe and the way they're talking, even just like the sound of their voice, you could just tell where it's coming from. And so you have to decide if that's, if it's genuine, obviously, like you're going to be attracted to that. But if it's more on the desperate side, then you're like,
and you feel, if it's more on the side that you feel like they're doing it to try and get you versus they just doing it because they feel like it type of shit.
Right.
Okay.
And that's just what they do with everybody.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Her value. Don't compliment that bitch. Don't tell her
Crack
nothing.
me up.
Don't open no door. Don't do nothing. You think the arrogant asshole, the Pookie and Ray Ray give her compliments? Fuck that bitch. They don't give her compliments. That's why she go and fuck them to seek their validation. The second you give a girl a compliment, her pussy get dried in a motherfucker. Stop complimenting them bitches. You fucking nice guys. Damn. This shit is simple. This is not rocket science, fellas. This is not rocket science. Stop calling a girl all the time. Stop texting a girl all the time. Act like you got 100 goddamn women at your beck and call. They have dated enough guys. Every woman has dated enough guys with options to know how they fucking act. I am telling you, any woman who dated me would know that this guy obviously got a lot of options. That's why they sit here. I wish I could show you my text.
Real quick. Is that true? I want to ask that specific question.
That we just think that this guy has a lot of options? Or?
That you can sense if a guy has more options than a guy that doesn't have as many options.
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Okay.
I feel like these days people are so good at just, playing that, oh, like no girls want me, that kind of thing, that you want to believe it because you want to, again, believe that like good part of the person, but really it's the total opposite. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. But you don't have a sense to be like, oh no, he get bitches. Or a sense to be like, oh no, he definitely don't get that many.
There are people where, yeah, you could totally see it. But I think there's a lot more in that gray area.
Got you. That you're just like, unclear about. Got you.
That's why you got to be careful.
Okay.
Text messages. They just pursue me. Are we seeing each other this weekend? They don't know. They like, fuck, I got to ask him out. Because they don't know. They know if it was left up to me, they might not see me for 2 or 3 weeks. But I'm not Pookie and Ray Ray because I don't sell drugs. But I know how to fucking act, and I know to be focused on my purpose and not a bitch, and to have a fucking rotation. So I don't see no girl every week because I know if I do, she gonna perceive me as not having any other options, and that's gonna make her lose interest. This shit is simple. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. Get on your purpose. Stop being such a nice guy. If you get on your purpose, that nice guy, it's gonna go away. All that texting back, it's gonna go away. You never fucking text a girl or call a girl first after you fuck her. Let her call you. She will call. Might take a week, might take 2 weeks. She will call. Give it time. She will call. Stop being a nice guy. Some of y'all can't even get laid, just too fucking nice. Pulling out chairs, opening up doors. Stop that nice guy behavior. All right. Like,
I think this is what happens when you get on your purpose, like he keeps saying. You start to develop that time is fucking more important than anything. And I think it gets to a point to where I actually don't have enough time to text you back. And it's not like I'm faking like, oh, they said no, don't text back within 2 hours, so I'm not going to text back within 2 hours, but I still see the message. I'm just not going to text back. It's you're working and you haven't even read the message for 2 hours and then do that. So I think it gets to a point to where time is just more valuable to you. And you're literally developing the skills to be like, no, I got to do this. No, I got to do that. How do you feel about guys that's like on their purpose versus guys that are having excess amount of time for you? Like they always available, they always asking you out, they always trying. Oh, see,
Too much.
Talk to him. Okay, no, talk to him.
No, you have to, like he says, your purpose. You have to have something going on for yourself, like not for anybody else, but for you. I mean. Even if that's just like personal growth, it doesn't have to be career-wise or any of that. Like it just has to, you have to be working on yourself,
Gotcha.
something. You know what I mean?
Got you.
You know, obviously giving that time to someone is nice. But like you said, like all of that, like I'm here just whenever, I think it's just too much, especially in the beginning. I mean,
Okay.
like we need to see that you're
On doing something with your life.
yeah, and focused on you and want to better yourself so that we can be great, you know?
So on this conversation right now. Okay. So
But I'm curious to know how he feels like from giving this advice, which I can agree with most of what he's saying. How do you get to the point of like having that relationship with somebody? Like, okay, so you're not going to be this nice guy anymore. You're going to have do all the things that he's saying, right? Keep your distance, not do all the complimenting. But how do you get to that next step if that does, you know, lead the girl in?
I think for him, there is really no next step.
Like that's just the way of life.
It's just, let's hang out, have a good time, see you next 2 weeks. See you in 2 weeks type of thing. So do you know what a rotation is?
A rotation,
You don't know what a rotation is?
like with females?
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay, so it's just, so for him, he's more leaning towards that way instead of being with one woman. If that makes sense.
I got you.
Yeah. So it's like, hey, let's hang out, you know, this week, boom, 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 do what you do. Probably won't talk to you in 2 weeks type of thing. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I mean, everybody is different, so I feel like if that works for him, I feel like for me, I just eventually,
You would want more.
You
Gotcha.
know, just wouldn't feel enough, I guess.
Yeah,
So.
got you. Okay, makes sense. So overall, why women aren't attracted to nice guys? For you specifically, what is it?
Why women aren't attracted to nice guys? I would say specifically, they're
Just say it.
because
Be honest.
I don't really believe that we aren't.
Okay.
I think we aren't attracted to the guys who are solely, you know, looking for that relationship instead of focusing on themselves. If that makes any sense, I don't even know.
So I'm thinking, were you
like, can I
trying to
replace
say
the nice guys for
what?
someone who just
Only
isn't putting the
purpose?
work in themselves?
Okay, got you.
You know?
Got you. So basically, what you're saying is you just don't want the desperate.
Like,
guys.
I need you to be nice. Like,
Okay, got you.
like, I need you to be nice.
But I just still need you to be doing something with your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it'll complement your niceness.
Okay.
And then the women will be attracted to the nice guy. Boom.
Okay. I can't agree with that, but okay.
I really, really think so. I think if you're putting in the work, the women are going to be attracted to the nice guy.
All right. We can just end it on that note. All right. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's Melanie Miranda.
All right. The link, the description, it will be in the description below. It's your boy Don Jaye. If you like this video, make sure you like it. If you want to check out AMS, his links will be in the description below as well. I'm out. Peace.